Hi everyone, Justin here. Welcome to my comic book haul channel. Um, Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to this channel, do subscribe, do like my video, do comment. Would love to have a conversation with you. Would love to hear from you guys. And a big shout out to all the new subscribers and those who have subscribed and commented on my videos. Your words are very encouraging. As you know, living in this part of the world, it's difficult to get comic books at a good price, especially back issues. So I get by with eBay and purchases and all of that. Let's jump straight to the haul. This haul is all over the place. You know, it's going to be a little bit random. I apologize for that. I tried to organize the comics as best as I can, but I have like a whole short box of comics that I bought, and I'm just going to show you the highlights of it. First up, just showing you the poster I got from my local comic book shop of the Doomsday Clock. I got the lenticular cover and the regular cover. Missed out on the midnight variant or whatever it is called. But I'm good. I'm not that big into variants anymore. More into back issues. But managed to get a set of lenticular covers from the Oz Effect. Not too bad. I'm curious to check it out, and then I want to see how the storyline progresses. Just a little bit disappointed that, you know, the twist that it isn't one of the guys from the Watchmen. I thought everybody was building up to that effect, but who else? Oh well, let's just see how it plays out. So, great lenticular covers anyway. So the next few books I'm going to show you are from eBay and from my favorite comic book store that I usually buy from. They were having a 50% off sale again, so I just jumped at it. Unfortunately, I think my luck ran out this time. A lot of the books I got, because I bought runs, and I think they were older stock, did not come in a really good condition. So I guess I'll just be a little bit more careful about buying from them. I just want to make sure that I've got the newer stock from them, and that they show that they are a bit more transparent with their condition. But you know, it happens. I want to start off first by showing you I got another copy of Marvels number 2, I think, which, as I said before in the previous video, is really an excellent cover by Alex Ross. To me, this is really a classic cover. If I see it for cheap, I'll get it. Next up, I bought a run of Justice League America from the 1980s. Only reason why I got it, because I've seen some people show off the Adam Hughes covers, and here's one of them. I did not really get the later ones, but I thought this is kind of cool with Dr. Fate. Pretty nice, Adam Hughes. But I was really more interested in the early numbers because of two reasons. One is, well, I don't have it here. Where is it? I'll show that later. But I was really more interested in this issue. I don't know if you guys remember this. This would be the showdown between Batman versus Guy Gardner. And spoiler alert, but Batman takes Guy Gardner down with one punch. So to make it more fair, he takes off his Green Lantern ring and decides to fight Batman, and Batman just knocks him out with one punch. It was just a few panels, but you know, I guess it was just for everybody was expecting it anyway. I just want to check this storyline out. Moving along. Gosh, this is pretty random, but let me show you this set of books that I got from the comic book store, which is the Year One run written by Frank Miller. Really excellent story. If you are new to this storyline, do check it out. I highly recommend you check out this storyline. You know, you can't go wrong with Frank Miller in the 1980s, or was it 1980s? Yeah. And you can get this set for cheap at a good condition. The one that, if you really just want to get one book, the one that you really need to get is this one, which would be the first modern appearance of Catwoman. All the books came in nice VF near mint shape. Unfortunately for this book, there's a little bit of some tearing at the top there, but I don't mind. The books came in not too bad condition anyway. So moving along, let me just show you some runs that I got. Starting off with Sensational Spider-Man. So this particular run, if I can, I'll try and get the covers. The covers for the Sensational Spider-Man run are really good. First up, I'm going to show you number 26. Really awesome Iron Spider cover drawn by Clayton Crane. If you're a Clayton Crane fan, do check this one out. He draws some of the interiors of some of the issues, like this one as well. Right. So let me show you some of the covers I got that have Clayton Crane's artwork. We have this one, 28. It's nice. This is not by Clayton Crane, but really awesome cover. Excuse me. And one more nice cover. I'm trying to collect the Spider-Man issues with the Iron Spider suit. I think for me the Civil War Amazing Spider-Man run didn't really showcase his suit a lot, and he really uses it a lot in his other titles like Sensational Spider-Man and I think Spectacular Spider-Man. So if you're Iron Spider completist, do check out the issues of Sensational Spider-Man. Okay, so at the same time I got a nice, not nice, but I got some runs of the What If title from Marvel, and there are few reasons why I got these books. Some were just all part of a run, and some turned out to be unexpected nice surprise. This one, What If Wolverine was an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., not a key book, but drawn by Liefeld. I think it's early Liefeld work. What if Professor X of the X-Men had become the Juggernaut? Interesting storyline. But what was really, this was more of a surprise. I didn't expect it. It was actually drawn by Jim Lee. I'm a huge Jim Lee fan. So this was a pleasant surprise. As you can tell, this artwork is really early. Don't know if this was pre Punisher, or Alpha Flight, but you know, one of his earlier stuff. If you don't know, this issue of What If number 2, nothing important here. Number 2, What If Daredevil Killed the Kingpin, which is taken from the Born Again storyline. Another great Frank Miller storyline that you should definitely check out. I won't be surprised if the Netflix series actually uses this as one of their storylines. They already use Nuke for the Jessica Jones storyline. He came from the Born Again storyline. What's interesting about this issue is that this whole issue is drawn by Greg Capullo of Spawn and Batman fame. Not sure if it's one of his very early works with Marvel, or if he actually ever drawn for Marvel. Let me know if you're aware if he has drawn any other issues for Marvel as well. And the last one, which I was really aiming for, was What If the Alien Costume Had Possessed Spider-Man. The artwork, cover artwork is not by the same artist. Why I really wanted to get this, not only because one, it was the alien costume storyline, but also the interior art is actually drawn by Mark Bagley, which to me, he is the only Spider-Man artist I will follow. Well, not the only Spider-Man artist, but one of my favorite Spider-Man artists. So to get an early Mark Bagley or Bagley Spider-Man artwork comic, that's definitely something I would aim to get if I see it. Okay, so just want to show off some other runs here. So one of the runs I got was the Batman and Robin run, when Dick Grayson took on the mantle of Batman when Bruce Wayne was flung back in time. This is a really great series written by Grant Morrison, so you know it's going to be good. Artwork by Frank Quitely, however you pronounce it, sorry about that. This is a really great storyline. Again, good story, you should check it out. Artwork is good. Very unique art style that I think kind of suited the strange storyline of Grant Morrison, of his writing style. And really interesting to see the dynamics between Dick Grayson and Damon Wayne. The cover that I was also aiming to get from this run, I got the whole, I think the first few issues, was this one, the Purple Rain cover. So there are two Purple Rain covers you might want to get. One is the new 52 Batgirl, one of the movie posters they were promoting around that time for Purple Rain, and this one. Not sure if it was meant to be a direct homage, but well, anyway. Oh, here's another What If. One of the more popular ones to get if you can. What If Elektra Had Lived. This goes for maybe $5 to $10 on eBay. So, worth checking out. I bought another run of Final Crisis, really only because I really wanted to get this cover. Just like Alex the Comic Hoarder, if I find this, well, I won't be able to find it in a while, although I did buy one in a while, a year or two back. But, you know, I'm just going to try to look around for this cover. Unfortunately, this cover has some damage, some spine ticks. Not sure if there's any way I can get rid of it, but anyway. And the run also came with a nice variant cover in black and white. This is pretty awesome. Okay, so another run that I was looking out for was a Secret War run, not Secret Wars, but Secret War run, where Nick Fury assembles a team of superheroes to fight a threat. And it's good to check out this series for two reasons. One, is written by Brian Michael Bendis, his earlier stuff, and the interior art and the cover art is actually drawn by Del Otto. So really good stuff. Check it out. Really nice covers. Right? And book. Nice Black Widow cover. Nice Spider-Man cover. Let me just show you some of the variants that I got. The book to really look out for is this one. This would be the first issue of Quake. This is the black and white cover. Unfortunately, it's dirty. I want to see if I can find a way to get rid of that stain. Although it looks like I don't think I'll be able to do that. The regular cover is this one. This is the more expensive cover because this features the first appearance of Quake. I'm a huge fan of the TV series S.H.I.E.L.D. Only got into it last year, believe it or not, and I binge watched all 4 seasons of it. Really looking forward to season 5. If you've never watched the show before, do check it out. It takes a while to warm up, but once it gets into the swing of things, I think you'll be hooked onto it. Yeah, so I have 2 copies. Okay, so just a few more books. So I also bought a run of X-Men Unlimited, and to me there are 2 covers you need to get. One cover is this one, really nice, sexy Kitty Pryde cover. Not sure who drew this. It could be Joshua Middleton, but no, it's not. Anyway, but if you can guess what I'm getting at, here's the other cover to get, which is a nice Joshua Middleton Psylocke cover. A little bit dirty in the corners, but I think I can clean it up somehow. But this is the one to get if you can find it. I think it was hot for a while and it still goes for quite a bit, but who knows, check out the runs that people are selling on eBay or online or in shops. Maybe you can find a decent price for it. Here's another Secret War black and white Spider-Man cover. Del Otto, so can't go wrong with that. Has some spine ticks, unfortunately. Here it is. Here's the first issue of Justice League America. Nice cover, iconic cover. Alright, so this is getting more and more random because I'm running out of runs to show you. But the next few books will just be... So, with the Venom movie coming out, I decided to try and see if I can get as many copies of Lethal Protector. Just because I grew up with the series. It's drawn by Mark Bagley. And you know, at this point in time the prices are going up for it, so you can find it for cheap. Find it, hoard it, sell it at a higher price closer to the movie. So all the books came in good condition. Unfortunately, issue 1 has a bit of a crease here, which I'm not too happy about because everything else was really clean. Not too sure what the story is behind the barcode here. I would have to try and research it and find out why you have Spider-Man saying "Oh man." Of course, the one to get would be the gold foil cover, but that's hard to find in a while, unless you're really lucky. But then again, I'm not that lucky. So next one to show off would be this is just for nostalgia, but Spider-Man 75, which is the death of Superman. No, sorry, the death of Superman 75. I try to find these. Usually I'll go online and I'll try to find the ones that have not been opened yet. This is like my third copy of this because it doesn't really go for the supposed $100 or $200 value that you can sell and support your education or your son's education that you can fund. But these books still can go for a considerable amount if you find the right buyer. I think you can sell it close to $15 to $20. So, do look out for those. Came across a copy of Nightwing #1 from his second series. I have his first mini-series. Yep. I'm sure this is going to be a nice issue to have when the Nightwing movie comes out, or maybe even the upcoming Titans story, TV show I mean. Nothing significant, but just some early books of Spider-Man I just wanted to show you. 163 and 189. Nice covers. Here's another one. Here's Uncanny X-Men 171. This is not the first appearance of Rogue. This is actually the point where Rogue joins the X-Men. Yeah. And of course you have the famous tagline, "Welcome to the X-Men, whoever, hope you survived the experience," which is referenced in so many other titles since X-Men titles at least. Got a nice cheap copy of Batman #570. This would be Harley Quinn's second appearance in DC continuity, but it would be her first appearance in a main Batman title. So this book was hot for a while, especially when Suicide Squad came out. With Suicide Squad 2 supposedly coming out as well, this would be a good book to have. And prices have gone down a little bit for this. Hopefully you can find one on the cheap. Alongside with my Batman run, I have Batman haul. I have Suicide Squad #23, which is the first appearance of, technically it's the first appearance of Oracle. And then the issues before and after this would be either she would make small appearances. I have some more issues of this coming over, which I'm going to show off in another video. This is another book that if I do see, I would buy it if it's cheap, which is An Amazing Spider-Man Animal 21. This would be, I think this would be the variant cover, because the other cover would feature Peter Parker and his family and friends, where this would be the heroes versus villains issue. This is a pretty awesome cover. I like this cover a lot. Here's another one that I'm quite happy to get, which is Wolverine #10. This would be the first appearance, or rather the first confrontation in comic books between Sabretooth and Wolverine. I'm not sure if this would be, I don't think this is the first confrontation between Sabretooth and Wolverine. This is probably just where they first show it in print, because then you would have the Silver Fox saga, you would have Wolverine when he was in the Secret Service with Sabretooth. Don't quote me on that, I'm just saying. Anyway, sorry, a little bit tired guys. I have some nice issues of Batman to show you, starting off with Detective Comics #497. Just a nice Jim Aparo cover and featuring Batgirl. I'm trying to hunt down the issues of Batman with Batgirl, Barbara Gordon still inside, where she's still featured in the title, or she's part of the storyline still, before Killing Joke, of course. I've always liked Batgirl for some reason. I don't know why. Here's another early issue of Detective Comics number 488. This is pretty thick. I don't know what was the reason why they... Yeah. Nice thick book to get if you can find it on the cheap. And here's a really nice cover. Batman number 366. You have a really nice Joker on the cover. Paid an okay price for this, but the condition's not that great. Some spine ticks there, but for something to have in my collection, I'm happy with the condition of it. Okay, counting down to the more precious books that I got over this haul. First off, I'm going to start off with Detective Comics number 871. What's significant about this book, I'm sure you know by now, is this would be Scott Snyder's first issue on Batman. And if you're a big Scott Snyder fan, this would be a good issue to get. It'll be a landmark issue to collect, because this is not going for cheap online. So if you can find one, hopefully, or you can find one in the store, good for you. I'm pretty sure you can stealth buy this book in your comic book store. So good luck if you intend to look for it. So the last 3 books I'm really very happy to get for a good price. I mean, I didn't pay. I still paid quite a bit for it, but I'm just happy to have it as part of my collection. Starting off with Hellblazer number 1. I like Alan Moore's run on Swamp Thing, and I would really love to get the first appearance of John Constantine, but this would be close enough for me for the time being, at least. I haven't really read this series, to be honest, but I think I'm going to check it out, maybe find a trade and look for it. But very happy to get this. Not too sure how much I got it, since I got it a while back. I got another copy of Daredevil number 158 in supposedly VF Plus condition. It looks like it. First official Frank Miller artwork on Daredevil, his run on it. I think I got just too caught up with finding this issue, and I have a third copy coming over. Not so good in terms of my binge spending, but I'm happy to get another copy, another nice looking copy of this anyway. And the book I was really happy to get. Paid a little bit for it, but given the price it is valued at, and its prices online, I'm just happy to get it at a nice discount. That would be Fables number 1. Yeah, so I spent some time reading through all the trades, and I really like it. And as I mentioned in my last video, I'm trying to see if I can complete the run if I find the issues for cheap. I've got some runs of some of the runs, the number of runs coming over, so I'm looking forward to completing my collection. But this is the book that would be the hardest to get if you're not getting the whole set online, which kind of goes for really expensive. Out of all the books, this would be the one to start off with if you need to pump in some bit of cash. So number 1. And as I said before my last video, hopefully someone comes along and does a TV series based on this, a Netflix TV series, since they do TV series so well. Yeah, sorry, this is quite a long haul still, but I had really a lot of books coming. I have summer books coming over the next few weeks, so I hope to show you another comic book haul next week if possible. If you do like this video, do subscribe, do like it, and hope you enjoyed this haul. See you.